Hi, everyone. My name is Miriam Ruiz, and I'm the School and Community Programs Manager at the Contemporary Art Museum, St. Louis. And I'm here with artist Esther Neff, and she was one of our resident teaching artists with Vashon High School this past school year. In fact, when the museum is back open, you would be able to see her quilt and hat project that she did with the students in the upstairs education gallery. So if you have not had a chance to see that, please come back and see it someday. All right, Esther, are you ready? We're gonna ask you 18 questions, rapid fire, and let's start. So we'll start with something really hard. What did you eat for breakfast this morning?
I did not eat breakfast.
Okay, that's keeping it real simple. What's your stay-at-home routine?
Well, it depends on the day of the week. So I'm working as part of a food co-op, so that's pretty routinized. We get deliveries. Other than that, I work out, write things, look at my Instagram.
Look at your Instagram. Yeah, I think that's something we can all relate to. What are your quarantine hours?
What does that mean?
For example, like about what time do you get up? When do you eat? When do you read? Do the co-op? You said it's pretty routinized, so.
Yeah, I mean, I think I moved my bed into the brightest space in my apartment so that I would wake up early, because I think people's schedules tend to get later and later and later. So I've been doing like wake up with the sun and then go to sleep around 9 for the past week. Oh,
wow. Okay. That's pretty good. What are you reading?
I am reading, this is a great book, Sex or the Unbearable by Lauren Berlant and Lee Edelman.
Oh, wow.
I really like Lauren Berlant. She's an affect theorist.
Okay. Brilliant. We'll have to check that out. What TV show are you watching? Are you watching TV? Doesn't it sound like that was part of your routine?
Yeah. I think my comfort TV is always going to be Star Trek. If I don't know what else to watch, I just put it on and then draw or something while it's happening, because I've seen the episodes so many times. It's like background music, kind of.
Okay, bonus follow-up question. What generation?
My favorite is Deep Space Nine.
That's the correct answer. All right. Where have you been ordering takeout or curbside from?
Oh, well, I do not do that because I live in a food co-op that has a license in a diner, so I have no reason to do that.
Fair enough.
For me, and I'll cook it for you.
All right. Well, do you deliver to Illinois?
No, you'd have to come pick it up.
That makes sense. All right. What's your favorite band right now?
I've been listening to my friend Matthew Gant just released a new album. So I've been listening to that. I'm not going to be able to think of the name of it, but if you look him up, you'll find it. It's kind of like EDM with some vocals.
How do you spell the last name?
Gantt.
All right. I'll have to look it up. What bar or restaurant are you most looking forward to visiting when the self-isolation period is over?
Oh, I'm really just looking forward to like mixing drinks with friends. I think it's the really smaller like social gatherings that I miss, like making a table of drinks for people.
Are you like a mixologist?
What?
Are you like a mixologist? Do you fancy yourself?
No, not even remotely. But I think my drinks are terrible. It'd just be like whiskey and ginger ale. But
okay, fair enough.
Who wants another drink?
I gotcha. What do you think is the most underrated thing in St. Louis?
Maybe the river itself. I think people don't visit the Mississippi River very often. And it really sort of gives you a sense of place to be right next to it.
Okay, gotcha. Are you making art right now?
Yes.
All right. How is it different than your pre-COVID-19 isolation practice?
Well, so I do live performance and social practice mostly. So none of my regular practice is possible. So it's completely different. And I'm trying to figure out if it's possible to make work, or if it's, you have to get past the like grief and mourning of that not being possible.
Sure.
To try to find some way to learn from that. So.
Has a new project emerged?
Yeah, a couple. I think I'm going over the edge of despair into figuring out what to do next. So I'm kind of excited today.
Could you give us like a little hint on one of them maybe?
No.
Okay, fair enough. All right. What is the most significant change in your life now that we're homebound?
Probably artistic practice. No teaching, no live gathering, no think tanks, no working groups, no, yeah, my entire practice is social. So yeah.
I would do it. Okay, here's one. What ready-made object symbolizes your pandemic experience?
Oh, probably a French press.
Okay. Why?
Well, it's necessary. I think like making coffee or mate or something like that has really marked my time. And it's a sort of compression that is possibly fruitful. It's a
Okay.
creative process that involves some sort of condensation or compression.
Oh, I love that. It's great. Okay, we'll get a little personal here. Now, what is the worst thing you've learned about yourself while quarantined?
Hmm. Pass. I'd have to think a long time about that. Too much time.
Okay. Could you tell me maybe what is the best thing you've learned about yourself? Or maybe just an unexpected good thing?
I think what I have to say about this is that being quarantined, I've been thinking too much about myself. So I'm not a very introspective person.
Hmm.
So this whole like learning about bad things and good things area is so overwhelming at the moment. Like I feel like I am learning a lot about my psyche, but that I can't really boil it down into something concise to say.
You haven't quite processed it yet.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Fair enough. These are just kind of some general questions. What is a hidden talent that most people don't know that you have?
Maybe sports. I'm pretty good at like aiming and throwing and like hitting balls with sticks and stuff.
Okay. What place would you like to go to next after the lockdown?
I would like to go to some sort of organizing meeting that's really exciting and with all the people that I care about.
All right. Excellent. What is your number one dating rule?
Don't lie.
It's a solid rule. All right. Bonus question. And what St. Louis spot are you most excited to visit post-COVID?
And then I was supposed to say the Contemporary Art Museum. That would be nice, actually.
It would be nice for me too. All right. Well, thank you so much, Esther. And once again, when the museum's back open, you can see her exhibition in the education galleries. This is Miriam Ruiz, and thank you for joining us for 18 questions.
Yeah, good times. Thanks, man.